What is up, my string beans, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included, here on our Prehistoric DLC, where we're at cycle almost 1300. And last episode, we built this guy, and so between episodes, we made it work. We did the thing. So I ran into a hiccup because I made these bad boys out of steel, and if we look, let me see. So if we look at these guys, building them out of steel, you can see that their overheat temperature is something not good. Melting point. God damn it. Oh, it's not going to actually say. Actually, what am I talking about? We have one like right here. Here we go. We can see overheat temperature 325, built out of steel. But I wanted this bad boy, this room, to be 500 degrees. And so that was definitely a problem. So I had to scour my map for all of my iridium. I went to metal and I found anything that I built out of iridium, and I found that I built some of these out of iridium because the problem with this one is that it erupts molten iron at 2500. And then if we look at... Where's it at? And then if we look at the conveyor rails built out of steam, the melting point is 2400. So when I first built this iron volcano, I did actually run into the issue that some of my conveyor rails were melting, even though they were built out of steel. So I came and actually made them out of iridium. I made all 9 of them, like right behind the volcano, out of iridium. And then that was like a while ago. And so then I realized that I needed both of these out of iridium. So I needed 2,400 kilograms. So I scoured the map and I deconstructed some things. I even came in here and fixed my infinite gas storage. And fixed meaning there was water in here instead of oil. And like it was still working. But to me, like cosmetically, I want them all to be oil. Oh, okay. We're like getting hot around the map, I guess. And so I came in here, and when I first built these, I didn't know how hot it was gonna get, and like the gases and everything. Also, we're pretty low on fucking hydrogen gas. And so I built all of these out of iridium. So I came in here and made them all out of steel. And I need to figure out what the hell's going on with this ladder. Do I delete it? Because they can get over here? Yeah. Delete this ladder. And so I got all the iridium and made these bad boys. And this is actually running really well. And I'm running this at... Oh, am I running this at the full thing? This should actually be only 8,000. That's not right. Yeah, that should only be 8,000. I don't know why. Oh, that's right, because I rebuilt this. But I'm glad I left this liquid lock right here, because when I had it running, so I have all of these radiant pipes out of aluminum, except for this last one I built out of copper, because it was in fact heating up quite some bit. It was heating up and cracking the pipe like right here. So I just built this one out of copper, and it made it better. And these aqua tuners are like working really well, and you can actually see that they're only running 68% of the time. And like I know I'm losing a lot of power, and that's the drawback of not having a natural heat source like a lava volcano. No, just a volcano at that point. That's just called a volcano. But we're at 68%, so like we actually can run this at full capacity, but I don't want to. Due to the fact that I don't ever want to run out of oil. And at this rate, like, we'll run out of oil before we run out of petroleum. So I'll actually have to lessen this. But we have been running it for a while, and as you can see, we do have 24 tons of petroleum in every tile in here. Or actually, some have like 30 tons. And then our oil is slowly dwindling. We're at 70 tons. And then I did this. This is something I did that's taking quite some fucking time, and I hate ethanol, and I regret using ethanol in these top chambers. But I don't know, maybe that'll be another thing that I come back and fix. But you can see, so what I have set up here, it's a dual system with a dual cool... What is overheating? A dual cooling system with variable temperature rooms. So we have the coolant, which is unfortunately ethanol, because I want it to get really cold. So it'll come and cool down these two rooms. What are you? Because it's 125 over here, dude. Oh, probably because these tiles are 480. What can I do about that? And also, this petroleum's coming out at 125. That is not what I really want. What the hell? I literally turned away for a second. Hold on. Let's lessen this to 5,000. Because this oil should come out at 82, and it should cool down this fucking shit. Why are these guys? You know what? Let's build them out of steel. I don't fucking care. Order, rebuild, out of steel. Order, rebuild, out of steel. So yeah, I got a dual cooling system going on here. And so these bottom pools are supposed to be extremely cold, but this one is sucking because it has to go through this, and it cools down the turbine actually not too well, only 70 degrees, because ethanol sucks. So these two are supposed to remain really cold, and then I have pretty much like the opposite. I mean, it's the same thing, but it's a cold injector, basically, of like if this ever goes above 20 degrees. Yeah, if this ever goes above 20 degrees, this will close, chilling this, and then it's a small little fucking loop thanks to these guys, and it just keeps this oxygen nice and cold, because I was having a problem. It was really fucking hot in here, and I needed to cool down this whole area for these guys for multiple reasons. These thimble reeds were not growing because they were halted due to temperature, which means that this polluted water was backing up, and then also all these little dudes were getting like, oh, it's too hot, and they were getting like minus liquid fight. Yeah. So maybe instead of copper, maybe this one needs to be copper as well. Come on, get in there, guys. This is actually the first time that I had problems with this. Like you see how I've gotten almost fucking 24, almost 30 tons of freaking petroleum, and like I didn't have a problem. So I don't know why it's just now like having a whole freaking fit. But yeah, so this is like, it's working, but it's so slow because it's using ethanol, and I need this to be 20 degrees because I needed to cool this down so that these things would grow, you know, all that fucking shit. But also I need to chill this down to like at least -18 so I can cool down their little food chamber. And it's not working quite yet. But anyway, on to like what today's episode is actually going to be. Oh my god, we're like really fucking... Also, why are you... The oil's only at 380 in here. Why are you braking? Because you fucking shouldn't. $390. I know you turn it like 399, but come on. I don't know, this thing's being weird. Let's go back up to 8,000 because I think that is oh my god. See, look, why are you getting so hot? You know what? Whatever, there you go. Just make another one of those. And a higher mass shouldn't heat up as much. And why is this 135? I don't think this is cooling it like that much anymore. Wait just a goddamn minute. Oh, this is going backwards. Oh, is this why it's like getting all stupid? Because this beads back. Oh no. I think we're just gonna continuously have problems now. What if I stop for a minute, get all this out, get what we can out? Okay, we'll just stop that for a minute. We do have a lot of petroleum. Anyway, today's episode, what I what I want to do is work on some food, because with the added 6 duplicants that I have going on in here, I've been like watching this food kind of fluctuate up and down, and the problem with this is that it's pretty misleading due to the plant meat. And like, I think I should just yeet the plant meat off into space or some shit. But I'm watching like the barbecue and the tender brisket kind of fluctuate, go up and down, and I don't really know. Plus, we're only at a quality of +4, and so I would like to make some new food. And I've kind of scoured around looking at all this stuff, and I think I want to make frost burgers, which is like pretty, what's the word? I don't know. It's pretty, it's like really high up there, and I'm shooting for it. So whatever the hell that word is. I'm sure I'll figure it out at some point. But I think I want to do some megafrons. I want to figure out how to get these megafrons going, because I was looking at them, and we have everything we need to grow these stupid ass motherfuckers. So these megafrons, they need chlorine gas, and that's it. And you know, a temperature -45 to 15. And I don't know if you know this, but I have I have a chlorine gas here, and then I have so many chlorine gas because I also have so many fucking of these little fucks. And I think we can grow these megafrons. Although 90 grams a second chlorine gas, it needs at least 90 grams a second, and this produces 97 grams a second. Oh my god, this is enough for literally 1 megafron. Maybe I can't do, let's see, megafron grain 36 and a life cycle of 9. So what is that, 4? I get fucking 4 megafron grains per cycle. Yeah, yeah, I just look at the actual math, 4 units per cycle. And if I want to make, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna we're gonna grow them. And then another thing that I wanted to look at was lettuce, lechuga. I want to see about lettuce, I think one of these motherfuckers. Yeah, because we can then grow, let me see the lettuce. Yeah, so then we can also make, or yeah, we were working on trying to get frost burgers, because we're going to use the megafrons to make the frost buns, and then we have barbecue coming in from all these nice little wonderful pips, and the plug slugs, and whatever else that wants to fucking die around here, I guess, or evolve. So whatever, we're just gonna make a bunch of megafron things. So we're gonna go ahead and do it here. Ah. Let's see here, megafron. What the hell is that? Recall me. Megafron. So we should be looking at life cycles 9. So we need to supply a bunch of chlorine gas. So if it's going to be a chlorine room, let's get... let's get a liquid lock going on in here. And megafrons... how big is a megafron? I'm sure Google will tell me. Oxygen not included megafron. If I can actually spell it, but it's fine. Plant size 3x3. Good. So I can plant it here, and it'll grow like this. All right. Because I think it does need to be relatively cold, right? -45 to 15, which is good because it's this temperature. So we can just run this liquid loop. What is this pipe? You know what? It's about time we get rid of this, right? No, it's fine. We'll keep that. Let's run some megafrons. And we just need normal farm tiles. And it's a 3x3. So we'll go like here, here, Actually, you know what? We'll do... Let me see. Can I utilities your insanity? Because if I have a little Megaphron right here... Oh, and then I can put like... okay, this will take care of 2 Megafrons, right? It's kind of derpy, but... Oh, well. Ooh, can we instead put you like this, or do we just want you in the ground? I think we're just gonna put these Megafrons in the ground. Sorry. Actually, no. We're just gonna do this, this. There we go. And let's go ahead. It's gonna be rather cold, but I think water's gonna be okay. Actually, we'll just do ethanol. No, because it's fucking hot out here, right? Ethanol in here, because it's fucking cold. And gunk in here, because this is fucking hot. Let's just do water. Copy, paste. Okay, let's get some food going on. And we'll do 5. Actually, we'll do as many as I can do that and do that. So if I do that, will that take care of that one? No. Okay. So I want the room to be even. Okay, so we'll do that many. And then we gotta start sucking some things out. And we can just run... like some normal power. We're gonna go power. We're gonna run a little power transformer. Like so. Nope, I always do this. Other way. Like that. And then we run some derpy ass fucking trash wire. And let's go here and here. And we're going to pump out. I don't think we need a meta steel, right? We're gonna pump these guys out. And that was just me missing a bunch of times. Oh, these motherfuckers don't even overlap. Let's try that again. You need to move over one. Sorry, buddy. And then this needs to go right here. Which is good, because there's that, and then that. And then let's keep filling that bad boy up. Nope, wrong button. And then we will just get this. Which one is the one that goes home? Do you go home? Do you go home? None of these really go home. This one does, I think. I think you go over here. No, you go down over here. So actually, this one works out because the Megafrons need to go in their little thingy. Okay, that works. That's perfect. I don't need you to go home. I need you to go into your food bin because this thing is going to be going over here and then over here. This is the end destination. And then this guy needs to put stuff into this one, I believe, because then it comes down here and over here and then jumps over and then goes right here. So this is where the Megafrons will sit and get cooked and stuff like that. And I think that's enough water. Is that 400? Sure. Let's make sure all this is powered up. You can stop. Then we're going to... Then we have to have some ventilation for fucking chlorine. So here's my chlorine. Okay. So I see this. Let's see here. We're gonna do some dumb shit. We're gonna do that this jumps over. I guess gas isn't gonna get used, so I'm just gonna go ahead and deconstruct that. Gas pipe. Gas bridge. We need to jump over. And then we need... That's not what I wanted. I wanted to deconstruct that. So, here's what I want to do. I want to go over the top here. That means we need to do this. We need to do this. And we are going to insulate the chlorine. Oh, maybe I don't need to jump over all that fucking crap, because we're just going to go like this. So really, we want a gas bridge right here. So then, deconstruct that gas bridge, reconstruct this hydrogen, and construct that guy to make it look real stupid. So chlorine, 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 chlorine. Okay. Which means we can now get rid of that, and that goes away. Chlorine goes this way, chlorine hops over, chlorine hop over, and then we'll shove chlorine in here. And then we need to expand the cooling loop. So cooling loop will come, and we will make sure that the Megaphron themselves are good. Then we're gonna go... What temperatures can you guys go down to? -45. So if I keep this at like 4 or 5, I think we'll be okay. But I don't think we need to do anything too drastic. Yeah, we only need 3 worth. So we'll go this way, and then out. Which means radiant pipe like this, right there. And then insulated the rest of the way. And then we'll come back over this way. Like that. So instead of going straight into here, it'll come over here, cool this shit down, come over here, and then into that. And I think we're done here. So we can deconstruct all these dudes, deconstruct that. Deconstruct this weird ass wire that I set up. I think this is all I really need. And someone will come in here. So connect that, connect these. Whoops. Does that look okay? Is that gonna be alright? We'll get all this built. That'll keep this all cool. There you go. I think that's good. And this will be our little Megaphron thing. And we'll be making... What is it? The Megaphrons are going to be 4 units a cycle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 24 Megaphrons a cycle. I don't know if that's going to be enough. But, oh well. We'll figure it out. I don't really like to math things out, like, completely. It's just kind of winging it, man. I really don't think it's going to be enough. But we'll just have some Megafrons kind of suffering, and I think that should be alright. So we're going to put a high pressure gas. No, do we want high pressure? All we need is normal, right? Because even... well, let me see. How much do they eat? Chlorine gas, 90 a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 9 is goddamn 630. So it's not like I'm going to be going through a kilo a second. So this should be okay. I'm definitely going to run out of chlorine. But until then, we are all right. I knew we had these here for a reason. Okay, so we're gonna start filling this bitch up with chlorine. And then we're gonna cool it down. This bitch is already fucking 15, 14, comes in at 1. It's gonna cool all this shit down. Okay, so this is pretty much done. We'll just wait until, oh, let me see. Megafron grain, and Megafron spore. That's it. There's our little Megafrons. Theoretically, right? So now that we're done with Megafrons, let's look at Lechuga. Waterweed. Which I think I'm actually going to suffer. We need... We might need to ranch these guys like a lot more. But here's the problem, is that they fucking eat... Let me see, dartle. Yeah, look, they eat dewdrips, and only dewdrips. And the problem with dewdrips is that they need brine. So, like, I don't have... I mean, I do have brine. I do quite literally have brine. And a lot of it. But the problem is that I now need to freeze it. So, if I were to if I were to ranch them without ranching Rexes, I would now need to cool down the brine. Cool down the brine. Okay, we're going down like this weird path. But all this shit needs to cool down. We're still at 4? Oh, because chlorine doesn't like to change temperature too well. Okay. Well, the chlorine will figure itself out, right? Is there anything else that I wanted to grow? I mean, let me see. Pepper, nut, pinch of pepper, whatever the fuck. But I don't really have a renewable source of phosphorite. Let me see. How do I even get phosphorite? Yeah. Produced by Mammoth patties. I don't have Mammoths. And if a Dreco eats, I don't have Drecos. Although I could probably... Yeah. If I had Drecos, I could ranch them. Bristle Blossom. I also want to look at not only Frostburgers, because that's +6, but we could look at a couple other things like Mixed Berry Pie. And we can see that this takes Megafron, which is cool. And like a couple other berries that I think will be able to like farm pretty well. So we can see, so sleet wheat is out of the question because we don't have any sleet wheat. Pike apples. Pike apples, we don't have pike apples, but we could do gristleberry and maybe grub fruit, because we can get a shit ton of these fucking things. Obviously, we're growing these, but not sleet wheats, because I don't even have sleet wheat grain. Grub fruit. Do I even have any grub fruit? What have I gotten? No grub fruit. So we'll do this. And also, we can also work on our rocketry program, because I should probably... Oh, you know what? I think it's about time we send a dupe to our other fucking... to our thing. To our other guy. This is to Ogado. Yeah, we'll send a dude over there. Okay. Who is going to be the lucky or unlucky dude? So not our dreamers. Oh, another thing I did with my dreamers is that I got all of them exosuit training so that they can all get +4 to athletics. And they run faster. Okay, this looks like it's doing pretty well. How are we doing over here? 3 degrees? I need you -18, buddy. This thing, I want this cooled down really well. That'll get there eventually. But let's check out our rockets. Let's get a rocket because I finally have petroleum, right? So let's look at one that we want to set up for. And I think I want it over here. I think they'll enter the rocket right here. So we want to explore with these bad boys. So we're gonna go a cartography module. What does the cartography module really do? Oh, we're gonna do this. So let's build that one. And let's do an artifact. And we're gonna do... Let's see, you have a tank. How much do you actually... Oh, we're gonna need some... Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Maybe I should expand it a little more, too. But for now, we can just do this, right? Actually, wait, hold on. Make it out of obsidian. Let's add another module. And we want the Spacefarer module on top. That looks kind of stupid. We'll put that somewhere. Obviously, a nose cone. And we want... This is mainly just going to be the exploring one, right? So we could put some oxidizer. Small oxidizer tank. Probably a small oxidizer tank. Add module, small oxidizer. That looks decent enough. Let's see, 2 more. We can add 2 more. A research module. That's what I wanted because I wanna grab those data banks. Okay. This looks pretty decent. So what we'll do, once this is all built, storing 50 kilograms, okay. So yeah, this will be the exploring kind of thing, because what I want to do is I want to come over, I want to grab the databanks, and I also want the artifact that will come with it, and we'll just kind of fly around and explore. So let's put this up top. Or at least right there, so it doesn't look too stupid. Okay. And then, can we do gantries? And I actually think I am going to have to move this over. Because there's like a gantry. Do we gantry like that? Do we... Well, we can always... No, this is fine. They can get up there. Okay. So, it's not fueled. Let's get some fuel in here. And that's gonna be difficult. Or we just run it all the way up through here. And then along the side. Okay, we might do that. Okay, where is my petroleum? Here's what we do. We do the long run. We're gonna go... Who's gonna jump? Let's get these liquids to jump. And then we go like this, like this, like this. Then you come over here. And then which way are you going? Like that. And which way are you going? You're going up this way. And you are going up this way as well. So that means we cut this one because it's going like that, and then this one's coming upwards, so we cut this one and that one. Okay, then we continue on, bring in the petroleum all the way up, and then up this way. And we're gonna go through this. Petroleum. Beautiful. And then the polluted water is actually not getting used. Nice. So that means we will... Loud noises outside. We're gonna cut that. You are supposed to be cut, and you are supposed to be cut. So let's use the oil real quick. We're gonna connect this real quick. Let's turn this back on. See if we can do this. Yeah, look at this. This petroleum is 154. That is not good. And this should be getting up pretty high in temp. Okay, so if we're gonna keep doing this, let's just bring it back to that until we can cool down this bitch, and then this will just have to be running a little bit more. What do we have here? So we can finally cut that. The polluted water needs to be cut. That can be cut. Petroleum up. Go ahead and take that out of the pipe. And take that out of the pipe. Okay, like that. And then how are we doing on this petroleum run? Trying to get it all the way up to our rockets. And then we need oxidizer, right? Oxalate or fertilizer. What do we have? We do have fertilizer. Do we have oxalate? It takes 450 kilos. I guess we'll put fertilizer in there for now, because it's almost half a ton. Yeah, until we get actual like oxalate set up. Okay, that looks good. Then we do that. And that looks good. Okay. So yes, this is gonna have to work a lot more because we're not heating up, but I need to cool this bitch down or something. And the petroleum's at 140. Alright, I may have overdid it. We'll go one more. But petroleum, okay, we're working really hard at this petroleum. Good job. And then we'll set this guy up. Ooh, add view interior. Oh, that's the interior of our actual rocket. Okay, first off, deconstruct this. And we will do... We're just gonna do, like, exploratory missions. So we're gonna do... Hold on. Had to sneeze. And we're just gonna look at... We're gonna look at a rocket interior guide real quick. Because rocket interiors are annoying. Alright, so we'll do... fuck it. Let me go back and look at my megafrons. Why are we not cooled down yet? Because chlorine takes forever to cool down, right? Maybe I should have used ethanol. No, that's 67 degrees. This chlorine, in fact, is like 7. Oh, all this chlorine is actually pretty cold. Okay. So let's go ahead and plant our megafrons. Megafron. Copy. Paste. There you go, megafrons. You guys will be nice and cute. And you'll grow and everything. Contents. You shouldn't have any oh, the megafront. I was looking at the contents of the radiant pipe. Okay. So that's pretty good. Those things will just grow. How are we doing on our petroleum? It should be on its way, and it's hot petroleum. And then how are we doing on this thing? Over here we're at 380, which would be like 390-ish, almost 390. But it's because this petroleum's so fucking hot, and I don't know why. Like, this oil's only 82, and it should come in here and cool down the petroleum. Maybe this will, if I leave this running for a while, it'll help fix that hot petroleum. Hot, hot, hot. Okay. Really, the only thing stopping me now? Unreachable storage. Why is this unreachable? Unreachable storage. You guys, can you really not? Oh, am I gonna need a fucking tank? I think I am. Yeah, let me see here. In launch sequence, deconstruct. Like, how can I tell this rocket? Where would it go? Change module, deconstruct edge module. Can't. Oh, I mean, you don't even have. Maybe it's because. Select destination. Here we go. So I need to actually click on the spacefarer module. Okay, we put that in there. And we have this ready. So, no destination. It's fueled. There's no pilot. Can I see how far you can go? 10 hexes. Because it's 0.6 star map hexes per cycle. Select destination. So we can go 10 hexes. So that means we can go 5 out and 5 in. So we can head out to here, 3, and then like 4, 5, and then back in. No, 4, 5, probably a little more too. Okay. So, a little more on the Google search. Wait, what does the cartography module actually do? Does this mean that I don't need, what's it called, the thing inside? Automatically analyzes adjacent space. Okay. Sweet. And, okay. Let's go view interior. And let's get ourselves... We want... wood tile. Do we not have wood? No, I think we burned through all our wood. So we're gonna go granite. And we want to set up like a little room for these guys, right? Hold on. Let me see. Generic buildings. Let's do this one. No, this one. Let's look at images. Because I don't like thinking. I don't want to think right now. Thinking hurts me. Oh my god, some of these freaking interiors are just insane. Okay, let's think. So we need a bathroom, and it's usually good to put a bathroom in the little corner, right? Or actually, let's set up a pump. We're gonna set up this little guy. Like this. And he's just gonna go out. And then we're gonna do Atmos sensor, no, automation. We're gonna do gas element sensor in here. Actually, okay, so we're gonna put that up backwards. We're gonna do this gas right here. We're gonna do it right here and out because I want a buffer. Sure. Is it a buffer? Output's good if the input receives continue sending a green signal for an amount of buffer. No, we need a filter. So actually, we can put it. We can put it the way that we want, like that. And this will be a gas element sensor. And if it senses carbon dioxide for an amount of time, it'll shit it out. Then we will do mesh tiles like that. Then we'll do a bathroom. Got to do a little plumbing boy. Must be built in a corner on the ground. Okay. So don't build this yet. Let's go ahead and get these built. We also need to think about powering this. So that means we need something inside the rocket. We need liquid. No, we need power output. Gas output conveyor receptacle conveyor. No, that's... Is it just in power right here? Power outlet fitting. We're gonna go like here-ish, right? So can we do the bathroom, the plumbing? Yes, we can do that one now, which means we gotta do gas pipe. This goes out. Go that way. Wait, no. Right? This needs to fill up with water. So that means we need... No. So this is going to be in the output. Beautiful. So that's enough water. And then we need to figure out the gas output somewhere. But we're going to put carpet tile here. And this guy... Okay, so the problem with this one is that the radiation is right here. So can we put furniture? We need a little cot. We need a little bed. And we can put you there, but you're going to get all radiaty and stuff. So we'll put it right there. Which means we need that to go there. And you'll never walk there. Which means we can actually have that just be like granite. Which, what do I want to put right here then? And we do want another one of these. And I want to make it a bathroom. Pretty sure I can make it a bathroom. Where is it at? Latrine. 12 tiles? No, I'm gonna need like multiple things. But we can... I think we can put a hand sanitizer, because we just need you to be for comfort, right? I don't really need you to, like... What's it called? Do anything else. This is just the exploratory one. So we're gonna do tiles. We're gonna do some tiles. Maybe we'll do bathroom? Yeah. So can we get away with getting you a large bedroom? Because a private bedroom needs 24. That's quite a lot. I don't think I can do that. But I might be able to get you a luxury barracks. Let's try that. Cancel that. Cancel this tile. Which is going to make this smaller. So what if we put the bedroom over here? So then what's going to go over here? Because I do want this to be an actual bathroom. So we'll do that. And we can do this be like a mess hall? Mess hall. Can we make it a great hall? No, it needs to be 32 tiles. Which here's 20. What if the bedroom is immediately right here? Are we able to get these bad boys in here? What goes here? Because I also need to get in this rocket control station that can conveniently fit right here. And the control station can be in with the bedroom, right? So if I get this thing right here. No one's grabbing that. Don't worry, I'll grab it. But let me see, is this a bathroom now? Yes, washroom. Because it's 12 tiles. So washroom. Let's see what else we can do here. So we need 12. Let's put a bed. Can you go right here? Yes. And it needs to be, in fact, no. It needs to be, what did I say? It needs to be, oh no. It's gonna be right underneath this. It's okay, we'll put some tiles underneath here. This will be part of the mess hall. Because he can climb up here and then climb up there. So that means that we can do decor. No, room. A luxury barracks at least needs to be 12, comfy bed, and a decor building. Max height of 4. So we can do this. Someone is suffocating. No? Okay, we're just being weird. So with a max height of 12, we can do... And what is this? 20 plus 10, that's 30? Can that be 32? And what'll that get me? A great hall? No, that's just for plus 1 more morale. Okay, we're not doing that. This will be, okay, we'll go. Might just do something like this. So that we can get him some cool stuff in here. And then this will be a mess hall. Yeah, it'll just be a mess hall. Furniture. And all I need is one person in here. So we're gonna do this and a fridge. One fridge, please. One fridge. And because you're gonna be sitting right there, we're actually gonna change this to a carpet tile. So you can get your tickled tootsies. And let's get a decor item in here. Furniture. Canvas. It'll be like this. Look at that. Got a this is gonna be a luxury barracks, washroom, and a mess hall. Okay. And then that's all we really need because he's just gonna go around exploring and collecting shit, right? And we just want him to be happy in here. We're gonna get some more decor. And we now need to think about oxygen, right? And what I've seen a lot of people do is like they'll store up a lot of oxygen in here, and it's 1 kilo, which they go through 100. Let me see. Yeah, they go through 100 kilos a second, which is 6,000 a cycle. So actually, Yeah, we'll go into the corner. So, interesting. Oh, I forgot about these! Okay. Nope, not that way. Boop! So that's a lot. So every 6 is a cycle's worth, I believe. And then I didn't do the... You know what? This one's fine. That'll be okay. So that'll be like that. And then let's get them some more furniture. Let's get you an arrow pot made out of diamond. Arrow pot goes there. Arrow pot also goes here. And a small sculpting block. The core radius +4. Out of granite. That'll go right there. What do I fill the rest of this shit with? So that'll be oxygen. Then they'll have water. Then he can fly around. And this needs to go like here. I have so much room. What am I gonna do? And we'll go like this. Boop. Boop. Actually, just go down like that. And deconstruct that so we can get in there. Actually, both of those. Actually, all 3 of them. And then we will put... Oh, I really wish drywall covered this shit up. Okay, is this a masterpiece? Yes. And then go ahead and make sure to pick all your crap up. And then cover that back up. Let's get some drywall in here as well. Drywall. And then for the bathroom, bathrooms are always going to be blue. Built out of granite. What? Duplicate operation required. What does that mean? Can we not put drywall? Oh. What the fuck? And we're gonna put you want these little guys, don't you? Yeah, I don't know why it said that. And then the mess hall is gonna be wood because you know what? We're gonna do trees. Trees in the mess hall. And carpet tile everywhere, actually. Because you don't need to be slow. Or you don't need to be fast. Alright, let's see how these megafrons are doing. We've just been over here fucking building this goddamn rocket, right? So today was megafrons and rockets. How are we doing on this thing? These things have probably... Ooh, 52%? Okay, because this shit's heating it up a lot. And we're still at 30... Okay, 390. Okay, not bad. How are we doing on the Great Slurping? So, oh, that's another thing. We finished the Great Slurping over here. If you didn't see. And then we're working on this Great Slurping. But all of the water is backed up because we're slurping up water in this one. Can we mop anything? Sure. Ethanol distillers lacking wood because we're not producing enough wood because we made all of it into ethanol, which this is my wood creation, so you'll just sit there, mister. How are we doing over here? We're at 3. Wasn't it at like 2? So like that means this is actually going up in temperature. Yeah, we need to figure that out real fast. Real fast as I like don't actually address it. We need to get oxygen in here. So that'll be the next thing. Let's get We'll pull it off of this line, right? I want to do this. You're going to... No, I messed that up. That needs to go up one. No, it needs to go right here, right? Because I want to prioritize it going into this. So then, if it doesn't go that way, we will then fill our rocket. Doop, doop. And another one. And then insulated all the way up. Not that. No, not that far. Okay, and then we need to bring... Actually, yeah. Bringing my oxygen to here. And then the carbon dioxide comes out. And then we need to also bring in water. So this pipe... Oh, the water's going to be warm. And even the oxygen's going to be warm. Oh, shit. Maybe it's time to start thinking about building a Hydra, like something that we got set up here. We'll build a Hydra so that we could cool down our air. Okay. Because we need to bring this water... We need to bring in this water. Right there. And we're okay with this pipe. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and bring this water over here. Like that. So, this little guy's gonna have... Oh, we don't need you. So, we have ourselves a luxury barracks, a washroom, and a mess hall. What did I deconstruct? Oxygen in here. Carbon dioxide, getting the fuck out right here. Unbreathable gas, carbon dioxide. Oh, shit. I did not set up the automation. Boop, boop, boop. And we're gonna say that if you sense carbon dioxide for 15 seconds, that means it's time to start pumping, little dude. And we have a bathroom, which he has all his water that he needs. Why is this... Why? Who says breathability? Okay, so now we can jump over, it jumps over, jumps over, jumps over, and should fill this bad boy up with oxygen. We grabbed all the crap. In fact, let's go ahead and do drywall tile. We're going to do you yellow. Because yellow... Yeah, I would like the drywall to cover these pipes. And that's something that I want to bring up. I feel like that's something a lot of people have brought up. Maybe. Maybe they have. Maybe they haven't. Who knows? Cover that up. I think this is a pretty decent rocket. And then we'll get some food in there. Mess table. What else do I need? What can I fill this freaking shit with? Is it in science or is it a station? Where's the telescope? Where's that goddamn thing? Refinement, automation, shipping, rocketry? Is the telescope... Yeah, we could just actually set up a telescope here. What are other people's rockets looking like? And why does mine feel like it's not enough? Some people have, like, liquid going on in there. Some other shit. Fucking things for car... Okay, they have actual bathrooms. They have enough for, like, 2 duplicants. You know what? Because I actually think that I could turn mine into... Well, I could set this up, right? And this will just be here, and we can probably... Ooh, that's actually a lot of fucking decor in this whole area. Rocket wall. Really? Cool. And we can, with this telescope, I think we actually might be able to get rid of this. But I don't want to. I want to use that. So we'll just use both. So here's the oxygen. Filling up. Okay. Good. Looks good. And this oxygen is at 30 degrees. So that's actually not bad. So that means it's like 30-ish degrees in here. This guy might be almost ready to kind of go around and explore some shit, right? How's our megafrons? Also, how's our chlorine? We're still at 10 kilos. Because this bad boy is always pumping. That's sometime pumping. How are we doing on the Great Slurping? Can we... Nope. Okay, can we... This? Also, why is there barbecue at the bottom of the map? So, as I said that I don't want to run out of oil, let's go ahead and turn these oils back on. These oils. Oop. And then, what else we got going on here? How are you doing? 390, still maintaining 390. What are we working at? 57%-ish? That's okay, that's not bad. And we're doing 8K. I just don't, and this is still 125. So I do want to cool that down. Let's double check all of our things, make sure everything's working well. This is all good. This guy needs to go in here. Just go ahead and straight up relocate him. So we got the megafrons going. We got that going. This is going to be a lot of fucking meat. Oh, also, our copper. So I know our copper is really low at the moment, but I think our copper is actually, like, keeping up on all of this. And our copper is low because I went around building a bunch of wires. How's this water coming? What do we got to do? Just do that. And do that. There we go. So this water should cool down. Maybe. Maybe I should make... Hold on. Maybe I should make these pipes. Wait. Before it gets there. Also, what have we been, like, semi-researching? Okay, before the water gets in there, it's 60 degrees. I think we should change all these pipes to insulated. But, like, okay. Thermally reactive. We don't want that. We want slow heating. What is thermally reactive? Little energy. No, we want a lot of energy. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. There we go. Which means we will need to deconstruct this and deconstruct this. so that guys can get in there. Good luck, everybody. They'll get that situated. So we got Megafrons coming along, right? What else shall we do? And the Megafrons, we're just going to go ahead and make them into Frostbuns. And then the Frostbuns are going to be... What to do with the Frostbuns? Actually, let me see. Click on Frostbun. What else can I do with you? Okay. So we do need the Lechuga. Water weeds. And 22 to 65. What is the temperature here? Is 22. It is definitely 22 to 65. So, can I Frostbun? Or can I Lechuga? So, do they need to be upside down? I forgot how these things grow. Let's double check. I think they just grow. Water weed. I think they grow nice and yeah, kind of on the. They grow on the top. Yeah. Okay, and what do we do? 12 life cycles, and they produce basically 400 a cycle. I think we'll do the same thing where like it's enough to where we could just cover these bad boys. And then salt water, atmosphere salt water. So bleach zone, and then they drink salt water. So they need to live in salt water and they need to drink it. Okay. So we can do like this. Right here. And here's what we'll do. Well, it may not need to be that long. So if we do... No, food please. They need hydroponic farms, right? Yep, because they need to drink salt water. Let go of me. There you go. So just get a shit ton of them. And they need to drink salt water and live in it. Can we... So that means we'll do something like this. And then it needs 1 over. So really, all I want is this, right? If that's all we want to make sure. Okay, so then like that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, you guys got that. Good job. And then we'll put a pneumatic door. Insulated door. Haha! Oh no, now we need another fucking pipe. But we're gonna need it to be salt water. Salty water. What the fuck pipe is this one? Is this oil? Oh no, we need oil. Oh no, that's going the wrong way. My bad. Okay. So now we need to bring up salt water. Let's bring up salt water on this side. And we're just gonna come up this way. What is the temperature? What is the current temperature of my salt water? Salt water. 78? Ooh. What about... Alright, let me see, Lechuga. Do you like 78? No. Lechuga don't like 78. We're gonna do another one of these, because I like them. Copper, that thing. Let's get some power. And it doesn't really care what, like, actual atmosphere. We're gonna go Yeah, it's gonna fuck up my lettuce. So, did we finish insulating all this? We did. Can we grab everything? Because I know there's a bunch of junk in here. So here's the problem. This fucking lettuce. What if... What if it... How am I gonna get this fucking water to cool down before it goes and eats my lechuga? The lettuce likes 22, so what if we come through here? Also, I think I'm gonna need to come up here. Yeah, we're gonna need to... We're gonna need to go this way. So I don't think we need insulated. Just get your ass up here. Okay. And then... this way. And I want it to go through this. And then this way. Where's my salt water? Salt water. This way. And then we figure out this bridge nonsense. And the bridge nonsense is literally just that. Empty that pipe. Salt water, salt water, salt water. Are you salt water? You're salt water. You'll come this way. You'll be a soldier. Right there. Just like that. And we get this guy to jump over and this guy to jump over. And this guy needs to get drained. Oops. Oh, no. Cancel all that. It needs to go right here. Here, here, here. Finish these guys. And then this. But drain you. There we go. That's a bit of stuff, right? Yeah, you can be whatever you want, I guess. That's fine. And then jump over like that. Jump over. You'll go through here. And I don't want them radiant, because I just need them to cool down a little bit, right? Okay. And then I did finish insulating, so we can go ahead and put the water in there. Bye, water. And then how are we on the Great Slurping? I think we can mob. That's not mobbing. Let's double check what we got going on here. We do need to prioritize these. And then that's good. Flag dragon. And then like that. And then... boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. And then you look fine. Just liquid going around our whole base all over the fucking place. And we don't really need anything special in here. So let's go. Waterweed. And lechuga. And then we ship it off to Boston. And then we clean. How are we doing, Megafrons? Still nothing yet. Good job. And water is... Hold on. Water is struggling? Oh, it needs to backfill everything. Okay. Because we did a shit ton of slurping. There was a shit ton of slurping everywhere. Okay. This guy's still doing good. Let's cover that hole up with some fire. Okay, water's finally coming back up. Yeah, because there was a while where I didn't have this built, and that's what the problem was going on there. Okay, water. Make sure that water be going over there before over here. So actually, what I want to do is this, so that it prioritizes water to, you know, the oxygen, because that's a little required. Deconstruct that piece. Okay. Means we can actually just run the polluted water. We don't need that bridge. And then we got water to the overgrows. And then water should be coming up over here, filling this nonsense. And then finally into here. Alright. So where's my salt water? Salt water is now traversing. Salt water, hello, hello, hello. Yes. And I would like you to fill this guy first, because we need the atmosphere to be salt water. So we'll fill this whole layer. And hopefully it cools it down to at least 50-ish. It will make this warm, but that's what these are here for. What are we at? 64. Okay, no. Maybe we do need some radiant pipes. Hold on. So we'll go like every other. Wherever that every other one was. Where did it go? Which could be a problem. I don't think this is a permanent solution. Oh no, I fucked that up. Where did it go? Right there? Right there, right there, and right there. Yeah, so yeah, this isn't a permanent solution. Because if I kept doing this, I think... Well, no, because there is like some weird thing going on here. Where like the chlorine doesn't want to get cooled down. I don't fucking know. See, here you go. 55 degrees. 57. No. I need this guy to be cooler. Megafrons! Look at my Megafrons! Look at you guys go. That's pretty cool. Chlorine's fucking weird, man. Like, why is it not exchanging temperature? So, chlorine sucks. But my Lechuga is not gonna like... Oh, wait! 22 to 65. Okay, this works. Not if it keeps fucking... Oh my god. Oh my god, though. I am gonna need to cool this down. How shall I cool it down? This is 65. What temperature are you? 39. Question. What if I... What if I try to counterflow with chlorine? It's not. I don't think it's gonna do anything, honestly. Can we launch this? Are we ready? I'm so scared. Really don't want to. Let's put some jumping Joya in there. Copy, paste. Okay, so now if I do one of these, get this gas out of here, and we're gonna do... No, stay away. And then do that, and do this. So this chlorine's 40 degrees, but it immediately turns into 70 because we're counterflowing with this. So like it's not really doing anything. I don't know how I'm gonna cool this down. Also, Lechuga, how much atmosphere? Atmosphere, water. That's all you needed. Oh, you aren't done yet because I need to figure out your bleachstone stuff. Stretching. So this kind of did nothing. That's unfortunate. It just made the chlorine gas 70 degrees. But it's also funny because then this chlorine gas... What? Chlorine is fucking weird, man. Okay, so Lechuga, you now need... I think you're only... How? Let me see. Waterweed. How tall are you? Are you 1 tile? You're 2 tiles. So I can't put anything. So maybe I need to come in 1 more. Because I need a conveyor rail. In fact, what if we just do this? And we have 1 less Lechuga. Sure, it's not like we're doing any real math here. So we're just gonna have one less guy. What if we have the atmosphere help us out? So let's get all this. Poor little plug slugs. They're all miserable. Well, I do like to leave off cliffhangers, you know. So I think we'll this episode's been like an hour and a half or so. So we'll definitely leave off a wonderful clip. Ooh, actually I need this needs to be, what's it fucking called? What are these goddamn things called? Edible? No, cooking ingredient? Megafron, right? Because you're the one that comes over here. Let's see. Megafron, 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 Megafron comes over here. These bad boys are unrefrigerated, but this needs to be... What's in here? Refrigerator. What is inside you? Megafron grain. Oh, okay. We did put Megafrons in there. They're just so fucking fat. So now we can make frost buns. Frost buns. Make frost buns. Forever. Undiscovered ingredient. Oh, it's right there. Make frost bun forever. So where's my cook? Ashkan, you have cooking? Good. Your priorities are cooking, right? I mean, I did set you up for like that. Maybe I need more. could probably get rid of this. I'm probably never gonna make this. So I can put more fridges. Don't mind me, I'm just bouncing all over the fucking place. Okay, so now we have frost buttons. Now what do we do with these goddamn frost buttons? I guess we'll hold on to them for now. This is the conveyor rail to go up there, so this needs to be frost buttons now. Frost buttons. Which means it goes and drops off right here. Which then we need this one to be frost buttons. And then this will shit it off to the actual food storage right over here, where everything is nice and negative 55. Beautiful. Yeah, so that works out. And then when I finally we're stocking up on the frost buns for now until I get this fucking lechuga going, and then they'll just be kind of running back and forth to grab the barbecue. But that'll be all right. And again, that'll be for another episode because I still got to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with this, and then cool it down, and then we'll launch the rocket and do all this other stuff. Plus, I'm hungry, so I got to go eat. And yeah, it's been good. You know what? If you guys made it this far, I would really appreciate a like, maybe a follow. You know, we do things for you guys. Delete this. Let's just go ahead and delete this. I don't want that. And yeah, a like, maybe even a follow, and you know, stay tuned for our wonderful episodes so that yeah, we don't need that fucking gas going off to space because we store everything now, right? So then we can destroy this gas bridge and then destroy this gas bridge as well. Yeah, we're definitely planning on going to space as we did that thing, and we're just taking it slow because I don't know. I just like taking it slow. We're just doing little derpy stuff. You know, it's not really that important. We're not like in a race or anything. So yeah, we're just hanging out, man. Just going slow. So yeah, like I said, hope to see you guys on the next one. And until then, stay stringy.